Kubo, please say it ain't so. Spoiler warning for Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Core 4 Episode 5 and beyond. Let's get into it. So this episode kind of jumps around a bit. We're kind of following Rukia and Renji and Sato, Uryu and Hashwalth, and Orihime and Ichigo. But mainly it's Orihime and Ichigo fighting Yhwach. We see that Ichigo's Granrei Sero mixed with the Getsuga Tensho from the last episode does nothing to Yhwach as expected. A lot of this episode is Orihime wanting to be stronger and have the power to protect everyone so that nobody gets hurt. And she spends so much of this episode using her Saten Kenshun and healing herself and Ichigo as they are getting impaled and overwhelmed by Yhwach's powers over and over again. I mean, it's so hard to watch. Like, she's struggling, she's exhausting herself with her powers because of how much it does to her energy and her body. It is really hard to watch because Ichigo, in his Horn of Salvation form, is just getting sat down and she's trying to help him reject the damage done to him by Yhwach. Yhwach is also targeting her and impaling her, so she's trying to reject the damage done on herself, and it's just really bloody, and it's just such a struggle with the two of them fighting Yhwach. It's really hard to watch. And Rukia shows up about halfway through this episode, and by the time she shows up, Orihime is exhausted, Ichigo is pretty defeated. But they have a little moment where they kind of rally and start to fight Yhwach. Rukia and Ichigo are joking around a little bit, and it's a little lighthearted, and then it's right back to being depressing as they're doing nothing to Yhwach. And then at about the exact halfway point, Ichigo activates his true Bankai form, which looks incredible. I believe his appearance is a major departure from the manga, correct me if I'm wrong, but he looks a lot more hollow-like in his true Bankai. And man, that scene where he's like a silhouette and his red eyes was incredible. And that scene where he unleashed the huge Getsuga at Yhwach, where they zoomed out and you could see the crescent moon above Warvelt, was incredible. It had flashbacks to the Hueco Mundo arc and the Crescent Moon during that arc. It was just overall really cool. Ichigo's power was really cool, but this was an Orihime focused episode. Orihime is having a struggle within herself because she wishes that her powers were stronger and strong enough to save everyone from getting hurt. As she's seen Ichigo get impaled, Rukia getting one-tapped in her Bankai and impaled, and herself get ruthlessly, relentlessly targeted by Yhwach's powers. Like, she's watching a nightmare unfold in front of her. Yhwach is beating Ichigo in his true Bankai form. As powerful as that is, it is still not enough for him to defeat Yhwach. That struggle that Orihime is watching is causing an emotional response within herself to want to sacrifice herself. I believe her Saten Kenshun is largely controlled by her energy and how much strength she has within herself, but also there's an emotional side of it as well, as we see at the end of the episode that her powers are growing with her emotions, which leads her to sacrifice herself, seemingly. I'm very confused on this, as I know in the manga that there is a future with her, but Kubo has made a lot of anime-only adaptations, and I am genuinely concerned. I'm drowning myself in copium online on X, trying to find theories to reassure myself that she's fine, but I truthfully don't know. I don't know a lot about the manga, but this doesn't seem how Yhwach gets beaten, to me at least. But if he doesn't get beaten, what happens to Orihime? I've seen a lot of people say online that a lot of this is anime only, which makes me even more concerned. Yeah, episode 6 can't come sooner for me. Like, this episode had so many peak moments, but the way it ended was just such a huge cliffhanger. Side note, the Uryu vs. Hashwalth fight kind of took a backseat in this episode, but we see Uryu still getting beaten, and he kind of pulls a fast one towards the end of the episode and brings out Soken's Sanray glove from way back in Bleach. We know that this glove is a little tricky and it's got parameters that can do a lot of harm to the person that it's on, so I think this is going to be really interesting with Uryu moving forward and this fight with Hashwolf. But this was Orihime's episode, and I'm just kind of in shambles questioning what the future holds. Orihime put everything on the line to protect Ichigo and everyone. But yeah, this was a huge episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Just give me episode 6 already, please.